Hello. And I already had the app shut me down. Hey, the app shut down. Hi, Kathy. Yes, finally I'm feeling better. I still sound kind of stopped up-ish, but at least I feel better. And the app's done shut me down. So we'll see how long we can go again. Hopefully it'll quit doing that. Oh, we got some more peoples. Hey, everybody, and welcome. So I figured today I don't have anything planned. We would just try to catch up, see what everybody's been doing, and all of that. Kathy, have you heard from Sue? Sue. I figured I'd get a message from her today. Can y'all hear me okay? Okay, you have. Did she get her happy mail? Okay, you have. Did she get her happy mail? Or that's yes, you can hear me. I asked two questions at once. Thank God, learn. Okay. I figured she'd message me when she got it because she didn't know she was getting it, and I hadn't heard anything. Oh, you don't know about that? Okay. I'm hoping. Well, see, I don't know who the lurkers are. We got 5 people in here, so I don't want to say. But she was supposed to get happy mail. So, Sue, if you're in here, you're supposed to get a happy mail. I don't mind lurkers. Everybody's welcome. We'll just say I granted a wish. And for people who have been in the chat, they'll pretty much know what that is. But that way she's lurking. Oh, my word. We do too. I got to where I have everything sent to Mother's because if it's go to my mailbox, we get messages like it was undeliverable due to no secure location, really, because Mother's house is right in front of mine. You could have left it there. They just don't want to get out and walk down here. Or stupid crap. Mother's got a bigger mailbox. So I just send everything to her house. And it eliminates a lot of problems. And her mailbox is right next to my mailbox. And they could do that anyway, but they won't. So anyway, so I figured we would just, once more people come in or whatever, we'll figure out what we're doing next. I still want to work in the Halloween book. I got some journals I want to make. I've been making tiny embellishments. I got an inexpensively priced small sewing machine to sew paper. So I've been practicing with that. I've still been doing stuff. I just hadn't felt like being live and I couldn't talk for like 2 hours. Oh, I'm sure she will. And I may be on top chat. Let me make sure I'm not. See, I hate the way this works. Yep, live chat. Now I can see everybody. So who did I miss? So we're still going to do some journals. I want to make Christmas ornaments out of polymer clay and play with the stuff I got last year after Christmas that I didn't get to play with. I think that may be what we do Tuesday is make polymer clay ornaments. I'll make some of them up ahead of time so they're already baked and we can play with them. And we can make some and be baking them while we're playing with the first ones. So, because I bake mine for an hour. So I think that's what we'll do Tuesday, and then we'll do some journal stuff. I've been making paper clips again, the little paper clip beads. And some little embellishments for one of my journals that I'm not making just yet, but I'm going to make it. And I got a big bag of gears, and I'm going to make something. I have a bag of gears, and then I have a butterfly that's got gears on it and a little arch with gears. And I want to make something steampunk related with all of that. I don't know what. So what have y'all, Kathy, what have you been doing? And are you better? On the phone, if you tap the live chat, it'll turn it off, first of all, but you have to do that now to do a thumbs up, which is horrible. And by the way, ladies, thumbs up, please. That's all. I'm not going to say it again. I'll leave y'all alone about that. But you have to lower and then when you reopen it, it should be able to select the live chat option. And I don't know why it defaults to top chat. Or if you tap, it'll say top chat, but it's really not. I think you and Joe are the only ones commenting. Oh, wow, you've had him all week? Oh, that's wonderful. I'm sure that's been a lot of fun. Now, my brother threatened to come in here today, and he may be lurking. If Russell comes in, I don't know what his online YouTube name is. Hopefully he will say something because I told him, I said, Russell, if you come in there and you're joking around and they don't like it, they'll boot you. You got to let me know that you're here. So you got to say something so my little people don't boot you out because I don't want you blocked. So he may be here lurking, which is fine. And I did if Russell is here, I did my nails because he goes, are you on the camera? And I'm like, no, Russell, I'm just hands. I'm just hands. Your nails aren't ugly, are they? I said, right now they are. I hadn't done anything for 2 weeks. I hadn't worried about my nails, but I did them so that if Russell comes, they're all pretty. Hi, Sherry. Thank you for coming. So they're done. I did them. Crafting and nail polish, though, y'all, I have found not a good combination. They don't stay did very long. And I do my own, so. How are you today, Sherry? And I've been making the big paper clips, and I put magnets on them so that they can be magnets now, the big ones. And I think I'm going to put some stuff in the Etsy store, but I don't have enough stuff made for that yet. Being sick will mess up your creativity the time to be creative. I'll just say it that way. My creativity's been fine. Just feeling good enough to be creative is another thing. So that's a whole other thing. So we're going to work on the Christmas book, or not the Christmas. No, I'm not making a Christmas journal, but we're going to make Christmas ornaments. We're going to work on the Halloween book. And I want to start working on the Rebecca Sunnybrook Farm book, but I realized that my printouts were kind of dark. So I want to print them again. I don't like how they look. So that's going to have to wait. Sherry, what have you been working on, if anything? And our toilet paper things, we did these last time I was on here 2 weeks ago. Wait a minute. It goes this way. And I painted it. This one and it's a stamp that just said Merry Christmas on it. And I cut it out and I painted it. I painted it black and went over it with bronze. This was an experiment. This one is done with 4 layers of toilet paper, and this one was done with just 2 layers. And I like these better. They're more flexible than these ones. And they're kind of, I don't know if you can see that, translucent, where this one, not so much. So I like the thinner ones better. And so we still need to, I'm trying to figure out a better way to paint them so I can get more detail. I'm thinking color pencils or gel pens might be the way to go, or some marker. So I still have all of these that we made to work with. I love the little Santa head. He came out really cute. So still have all of those. Oops, putting them back here where they were. And then it's just, what am I going to do with them once they're, that's the other thing. I really didn't have a plan. I wanted to make them, but I really didn't have a plan. Oh, wow. Sherry, that sounds awesome. Spray ink. Yeah, Kathy, that would work. But then that would work because I've already sealed them. So I could definitely do spray ink on them. That sounds interesting. Foam stamps on the Sizzix for Christmas cards. That does sound very cool. I am hoping to get a Sizzix Big Shot Plus sometime in the near future. I thought I would have it by now, but things happen. So that's a future purchase. Because I want to make pretty lacy die cut things. And I don't mind fussy cutting if it's like a straight, like outline of a shape kind of deal. But when it comes to cutting out all those little, no, I'm not doing all that little detail stuff. That's why they make the cutting machines. So we don't have to do all that. Oh, wow. That is cool. So, and then one of my journals that I'm going to start probably later this month or something is a sunflower journal. And that's what I'm making the embellishments for currently. And I was thinking I want to make sunflowers out of beads, and I have dagger beads. So we might experiment with something with the dagger beads and something for a center. I've got some little flat wooden discs beads that would make a good center for a sunflower. And I've got yellow dagger beads. So might have to experiment with that. Because I just thought they would be cool embellishments here and there. And it would use up some of my beads that are just sitting and not getting used currently. Other than for spines of books. So, Joe, what have you been doing? Joe makes albums and stuff. Oh, and Mia is not here. But I promised Mia that the next time I went live, I would tell y'all her channel. She started doing YouTube. It's a small channel. And Joe, can you post a link for her? I know that she posts stuff in all the different groups. If you could put her link up, or Kathy, because I think she posted in your group, doesn't she, Kathy? But if one of y'all could just put her link up, I told her I would give her a big shout out. And she does, all her art is done on a computer. And it's awesome what she can do on a computer. But I told her that I would definitely boost her channel and, give a shout out. So I wanted to do that while we were here. Oh, Joe, I have to work on that one. Okay, I'll work on that one. We'll figure the links out. I'm sorry. But it's Mia LeBaron, I think, MIA. And I was supposed to do this 2 weeks ago, and then I was sick and didn't get to come on live. And so I wanted to be sure and do that today. And Joe makes albums. That's what I was going to say. Joe makes albums. She's got several videos on her channel about albums. Kathy is like me and does a little bit of everything. She does mixed media. She does some steampunk stuff. She makes journals. So definitely you want to check out Kathy's channel as well. And Sherry, I'm sorry. I've probably watched your videos, but honey, I don't know exactly what's on your channel. but it sounds cool. I'll have to check your channel out. You were, I know where I know. Last night probably is the first time I saw you, I think, on, oh my word. I want to say her name is Sherry too, but I don't think so. She was doing table runners. And so I really need to check out your channel. And thank you, definitely thank you for coming. Because we were on there and she was talking about her table runners and showing us on her shirt how she made them. Oh, that's okay, Kathy. Mother's got my niece next door, which is Mother's granddaughter, and great-grandchildren, and one of them is 12 months old. So, yep, little man. We call him little man too, Kathy, and he's funny. Mother has a cardboard box over there that he would rather play, which she just keeps it because when he's there, he'll play with that cardboard box for hours, climbing in it, climbing out of it, and putting stuff in it, taking stuff out of it. He'd rather play with the cardboard box than anything else. And he's got stuff over there to play with. He would just rather play with that cardboard box. The mother keeps the cardboard box for him. Oh, cool, Sherry. That's what I do. I mean, I started out with beads, but the beading thread started breaking my fingers out and they would split and crack horrible. So then I moved to polymer clay and was putting beads and stuff with polymer clay. And in April, I started paper crafting. And now I'm trying to, make it all go together. The beads, the clay, the paper, true mixed media, everything together. Throw it in the pot. It'll work. So, and I'm thinking I have a flower cookie cutter that might make, y'all, does this look like a sunflower? To me, it looks like a sunflower, and I'm thinking I could do yellow clay, brown somehow in the middle. I may have to paint it and do it all out of white and then paint it. That would be pretty too. But I can stamp that on the polymer. That's what I bought these for. So, hey, might make some of those to go in my journal. Sherry, the way I go live, I'm on my phone. And when you go to your YouTube, whenever you're in YouTube, there's a camera at the top. If you tap the camera, you have a choice of going to do a recording. If you do a recording through YouTube, no one told me this, you get 30 minutes. At 30 minutes, it cuts you off. You have no recording. It's gone. So you have to make sure you're off of there before the 30 minutes is up so you can upload whatever you did in 30 minutes. But I always do the live option, and it has you put in a title to your video. It takes a thumbnail, and today was our pretty little placemat that my hubby got me to put on my table. It says, believe in yourself. He's the hubby enabler. And then it's just live. And I look at chat. My phone is right at almost eye level. I just have to sit up a little bit to see where the chat on the phone. And I use the rear camera, which is why mine is not reverse image. If you use the front facing camera, you will get a reverse image. It's mirror imaged. But if you use the back camera, which is what I'm using the normal back camera. My phone screen is facing the ceiling. It's normal. But I have a good Samaritan who wanted to remain nameless, so I shall do that. A good Samaritan has sent me a camera that's new to me. I'm going to be working on that. It's going to go through the computer. And so I won't have to do this on my phone anymore. I might be able to do it straight from a real camera. And that would be awesome. Okay, Kathy, thank you for coming. And about 5 minutes after he's outside, he'd be ready to come back in. Because that's what they do. In and out, in and out. But that's all it is, Sherry. You just have to hit the little camera at the top of the phone. When you're in YouTube, if you look across the top of the screen on the right, you'll see the little camera icon. And you just touch that. And what you can do to practice, You can select it, put your title in, and there's a place where it says public. If you tap on that, you can do private. What that does is you can do whatever you want to do, say whatever you want to say. No one's going to see your video. When it's done, let it upload. Then you can go back and watch it. Unless you put public, no one has access to it without a link. So if you want to say an opinion, you could always send somebody the link to that video, pull it up and hit the share and tell them, can you watch this and let me know what you think? What do I need to improve or whatever? And get an opinion on it. And they're the only ones that can see it. As long as it's marked private, no one can see it without a link other than you, because it's your channel. So that's a good way to get some practice in, learn how your camera gets set up and, lighting and all of that. I have my lights from my light box that I purchased for taking pictures of my items. My light box lights are on the table to give us all of this light because there's not enough light in this house. And so, see if I cut even just one of them off, it gets really dark over there. We're going to put it back. I call them my little headlamps. They're halogen lights and they're hot. Oh, bless you, Joe. It's those allergies we talked about. Y'all don't forget the thumbs up. We got 6 in here, but 0 thumbs uppy things. And I said I wasn't going to say that again. But YouTube likes it when we get the thumbs up. I just don't like that they made it where if you're on a mobile device, you have to drop the chat in order to do the thumbs up. Oh, you're welcome, Sherry. I want to help everybody that I can help, whether it be with crafting or videos, because I do mine from my phone. Everything that's on my channel so far is on a phone. And so I'm thinking, though, about making some more little embellishment bags. They went over really good. My little ephemera bags I had in my Etsy store. I only had 3 made up, but I want to make up some more. And share you what it was. Little mini envelopes and tags, and I shrunk stuff down. I can show you better than explain it probably. I made a mini journal. And I decided that in my mini journal, I wanted to have small things. So I made that's a paper clip, but I made small envelopes, small journaling cards, small tags, a little small tuck spot with some small cards, small belly bands. So everything in here fit the size of the journal. And then I also made these paper beads, which I'm making more of. I like those. I think they're very pretty. Can you see them? And these need to be turned over so they show their sparkly side. Oh, we got one stuck. Hang on. There we go. But I made all these little paper clip beads out of the cutoffs from my paper. And that's the kind of things that was in my little embellishment kits that I put in my Etsy store, was these little small tags and stuff. And they went really fast, so I think I'm going to make up some more and put in there again. Oh, I know, Sherry. And then more stuff they come out with. I mean, I can understand electronics pretty well, but they keep coming out with more and more stuff. But I used to tell people when I worked at Verizon that your smartphones are like a small computer that makes phone calls. I actually use my smartphone as a computer that makes phone calls. Everything that I shrank down, I did it on the phone. I do all that stuff. I get all my email on my phone. Only thing I hate is writing documents on the phone because it's just a small keyboard and it's a small screen. But I do everything on the phone. Hey, Jen. I think that's Jen. Thank you, Jen. Thanks, Sherry. I haven't got it put in the Etsy store yet. The journal is going to go in the Etsy store. I just don't have it listed yet because I was sick. I didn't want to take pictures. None of that. And so it's not in there yet. And I want to make some more, like I said, I want to make some more ephemera bags. And so I'm working on, while I've been sick, working on some of that because it's not hard to wrap paper around a paper clip. That's something I could do without much effort. I am feeling a lot better. I really am. My voice at least is back and can hold out. My sinuses are still messed up, but it's the weather change. I was already sick, and then the weather changed here, which doesn't help anything because I always get a seasonal thing when that happens. And so it compounded. It really did. So, and I kept thinking I felt better, and then I didn't feel better. I mean, I've been talking to Joe. We talked, and I am Jen, and thank you, and I hope I have your name right. I think Life Mix this Jen. Hey, Ashley, how are you? But I would think I felt better, and then I would get up, and I didn't feel better. And then I would think about coming in here to do crafting, and it's like, oh, I really don't want to do crafting. I wanted to craft, but I didn't feel like I wasn't feeling good enough to sit here and explain what I was doing and craft and try to watch chat and all of that goes with being live at the same time. Oh, cool. Excuse me, y'all. So I do have a little bit of cough left, but it's all getting better. So I'm going to go back to my regular schedule, which was Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at this time, 2:00 Eastern. So Tuesday, we're going to play with polymer clay. We're going to make some Christmas ornaments and stuff with polymer clay. Because last year after Christmas, I got these really cute. I'm missing the little gingerbread dude. They were on sale after Christmas. It's a little gingerbread guy and a little snowman. They're supposed to make cookies, and a snowflake. And they were on sale, and it was this set of 3. And I was like, oh, them are cute. It was after Christmas. I'll save them, and I can make polymer clay ornaments with them next year. So now we're here. Hey, Brenda, how are you? Thank you for coming. Yes, I'm through with my being sick and lounging around and doing nothingness. We're going to go back to the normal schedule. And like I said, Tuesday, what I'm going to do between now and Tuesday is I'm going to make some up and have them already baked and hard. And then, well, that way we can play with those. We're going to make up some and have them baking because I bake for an hour. So they can be baking while we're playing with the ones I make up ahead of time. So, and I'm going to do some experiments too. I want the snowflake. I've got translucent clay, which is not translucent, by the way. So I was thinking about playing around with that, with the white, and seeing what we could come up with. Or translucent with glitter in it to make the snowflakes. Something. And Brenda, are you feeling better? Because I know you were sick too. Oh, you're still miserable. Bless your heart. I know whatever this bug is, it's horrible. And mine started out with the bug, and then seasonal stuff kicked in because of weather change. And I take care of Mother, and she usually comes over here to eat. And we've been taking her food next door because I don't want her getting sick. Mother's 70. How old is Mother? 7. She'll be 76 on her birthday. I don't need her coming over here and getting sick. So I'm trying to stay away from her as much as possible. I mean, I have to drive her around and stuff if she's got appointments, but We've been making the food and taking it next door. So she's been getting takeout every day. Thank you, Jen. I also found, I cleaned my table off. Where did it go? It shouldn't be hard to find. It should be right in the top. It probably fell down way down in there. Where did I put it in here? Well, I knew after I put it in here, I shouldn't have put it. I have the little elf stamp, and I want to stamp on clay with him. And I have the Santa head. I got these in January when Hobby Lobby did their sale. And I want to play with them. Again, I got them after Christmas, so I've been saving them. And I'm going to keep them out on my table so I don't lose them again. Oh, and a gnome. But see, I was thinking my gnome, he could look like Santa Claus if he's painted right. Well, minus the mushroom. We could cut that off. But see, he could look like a Santa Claus. Paint his little pants and suit red and keep his little red hat and add a little cotton ball on there. Cut the mushroom away so he don't look like a gnome anymore. So we can play with him, change him. Oh, wow, Brenda. Yeah, see, and I'm trying to keep mine from getting to bronchitis because I don't want to go on an inhaler right now. I hadn't had an inhaler in 2 years because I managed to not get bronchitis for the last 2 years. And that was a yearly thing. So just trying to be good and not get sicker. Rest, relax, and have as much fun as possible. Well, I think a lot of it, Brenda, has to do with we're on this mountain. There's no, in Aniana, there's no plants or anything. So we got pretty, the air quality here is pretty good. When I was in Huntsville, every year I had bronchitis for 2 to 3 months at a whack. Every single year, spring and summer, it was spring and fall without fail. And I would keep it for 2 months to 3 months. But it was every year, twice a year. And when I lived in Birmingham, it was the same thing. And I think it's because there's so much more industry and smog and pollutants, and I already have allergies anyway. And here it's just, I'm dealing with plant allergies mainly. Pine tree pollen and that kind of thing. But I really think it has something to do with the air quality. And we got so much cleaner air here. Hi, Mrs. Chris, how are you? Thank you for coming and welcome. Well, that's good, Brenda, that you don't have it regular. Right? Mine was regular. It was just they called it chronic bronchitis. Well, yeah, you think I have it almost as much as I don't or used to. So, Mrs. Chris, what kind of things do you do? And I will get you as soon as I can. I'm on my phone. So after the video loads, I can go back in and support your channel. And like I said, welcome and thank you for coming. If I'm not supporting you already, I definitely will. And I welcome everybody to support everybody. That's my goal, is to build a nice supportive community. I'm surprised after 2 weeks that I actually had people that came. I was wondering if everybody would forgot about me by now and decided I wasn't coming back. And so that's why I decided, well, I don't have anything planned. I don't want to start anything right this minute. We would just do a chat and catch up and see what everybody's been doing, what we plan to do and that kind of thing. I got to get better organized, y'all. I need organization help. Thank you, Chris. This house is so small and there's only so much room, and I have anxiety and panic anyway. And I've talked to y'all about that before. And not having it the way I want it and not having it organized drives me up a wall. And it's just a pain. But that had nothing to do with why I wasn't crafting. I'll craft anyway, but because it was just the being so sick thing. Yeah. Yeah, Jen. No, I was sick. I had posted it I know I put up a really short video one Saturday where I sounded probably like a dead frog, saying there wasn't going to be a video because I was sick. And I put that video up. And then after that, I just really didn't I haven't had any energy. I mean, it's like just no energy to do anything. And it's only been the last couple of days, maybe 4 days, that I've been wanting to, like, I started doing the paperclip beads again for my next journal and started making some of the ephemera stuff up. Started making some up to put on Etsy. That's only been within the last 3 or 4 days, though. Because I just haven't really had any energy to do anything. Oh, now that would be funny because Nick crafting, oh my gosh, y'all. That would be a good video, though, wouldn't it? Because he can't hear y'all laugh. He can hear me laugh, but he can't hear y'all. Oh, Nick is the hubster. For anybody that doesn't know, Nick is the hubster. He does not craft at all. But he's also got sausage fingers. Y'all have to understand, okay, I have got some small hands, I think. But when we put our hands together, it's like this. Literally, my hand sits in his hand like this. And he wears a size 14 ring. He's got huge hands. So trying to watching him do any kind of craft, I think would be funny. We need to do that. He needs to be like fussy cutting or gluing little butterflies with little roses. Oh my. That would be funny. And like I said, he can't hear y'all laugh. He can hear me, but he can't hear y'all. You know, I probably do have low B12, Jen. That's true, Brenda. You do wonder if they dropped off the face of the earth. And then I wasn't just not live myself. I was not on any live YouTubes. I wasn't posting in any of the groups. I really, basically did drop off the face of the earth for a minute there. Because I wasn't going to lives and I just didn't feel like typing anything in the chat. And I didn't want to lurk. Or if I did pop in, I'd pop in, give a thumbs up and pop right back out. That kind of thing. Because I just didn't feel, Nick, yes, you should. Y'all, Nick the Enabler's the truth, Brenda. He bought me. I was talking to somebody about it. They didn't know what it was called. And I told them it was called, they wanted the big punch for their journals. And I said, oh, it's a crocodile. And he was here that day. And he said, what is a crocodile? And I said, I sent him the link that I sent to her. And he looked at it and he goes, okay. I said, it's to punch the holes and set rivets and stuff. And that's why even though I have rivets, I haven't put them on anything because I haven't got a rivet sitter. And he goes out to go shopping and get the groceries and whatnot, which is in Trustful, which is where the Michaels and Hobby Lobbies are. And he comes home with a bag. And he said, I got you something. And I said, what did you get? Because that's always a scary thing. Your husband goes and gets you stuff that you don't know he's getting. And so Nick is awesome, Jen. He really is. Oh, yeah, putting little gems on. Oh, that would be funny, too. So I said, okay. And I opened it. He had gone to Michael's, used the 40% off coupon, and bought a crocodile. It's still new in the package. I hadn't even had the energy to unpackage that thing and try to use it. But he's an enabler. Because he went and he said, well, we had a little extra money and you really need this because you're making all them journals. And I didn't know, I didn't have any in mind for him to get it. He just wanted to know what it was. So I sent him the link and he goes to Michael's and he, I guess, showed them the picture because he does that. He'll go in there to go to the ladies and say, my wife needs this, and show them a picture on his phone that I've probably sent him. And that's how he gets stuff. Or if he knows I need paint and he happens to go to Michael's or Walmart or something, he'll send me pictures of the paint that they have in the store and tell me, which ones do you need? I can get you 4. And then I'm like, second picture, third paint from the left, that one. And then he comes home with the stuff. He's such a wonderful husband. He really is. But he's an enabler. But I can't complain too much. At least he enables me to do something I love, which is good. Oh my gosh, Jen. I don't know if I'd have been happy about Mace on a keychain. But he buys me all kind of stuff that I can use. Or that he went to Dollar Tree one day a while back. I needed more of this ribbon. And it comes from Dollar Tree. And I wanted it in all the colors that they had. Well, he called a Dollar Tree we had not been to, 30 miles away, and asked them, did they have it? And they had it in all different kind of colors. He drove and got it. And got everything they had in the store. They told him that they were going to put it back at the cash register for him. He said, well, I'm in Aniana. I can't be there for 30 minutes. And they said, that's fine. We'll just put it behind the cash register for you. I can imagine that would get me to the Mace thing. But yes, he was thinking of your safety. That's one way to look at it. I know, Sherry, he's awesome. And he understands enough. I have agoraphobia as well. So I'm not really happy to go to Walmart unless it's 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning when there ain't nobody at Walmart. And so that's why he does this stuff, because he knows if it's left to me, that stuff, I'll order it online and pay the shipping on it, or it'll stay in the store, because unless I have to take Mother to Dollar Tree, which we go once a month, and I'm always prepared for that. I know when we're going. I know about a week in advance when we're going. I can prepare. And the Dollar Tree we go to ain't that bad. But we go in and get out. But he knows if it's left up to me, I'm not going. I'd rather stay home and be a hermit. And so he enables me to be agoraphobic as well, I guess you could say. So, hi, Lainey. Thank you for coming. Oh, now that's a good idea, Lainey. The wish list. Well, see, we both share the Walmart account on our phones. I put everything in the cart, and I've told him to don't delete my cart. I said, but it's in the cart so that if you're at Walmart and you want to know something I want, you just go to the cart. It's all there. I said, if you need to move something out of the cart, please move it to the save for later list. I said, and if you want to look at that list, there's like over 100 things on there. So he can pretty well tell. See, that's me, Sherry. I loved it when they first opened like Food World and it was open 24 hours a day. I was like, oh, yay. I can go like late at night when there's nobody. And that was my favorite thing to do. Go to Food World at like 2 o'clock in the morning and do my shopping. I don't care if I have to go around boxes while they load shelves. I don't care. At least there wasn't that many people in there. Right, Lainey. Now, I'll tell you, I don't know if I told y'all the best birthday present one. Have I told y'all have I told y'all what the best birthday present ever is? I don't want to repeat myself if I told you. I was telling somebody the other day. Those were some fun videos, though, Brenda. Y'all should go back and watch the travel videos if you haven't watched them. They were fun. And yes, Nick's, that's why I sleep when he drives, y'all. But I was meaning the camera. My mother doesn't get it. I have several of my friends do understand that if they want me to do something, give me at least a week to 2 weeks notice. Like, don't tell me your child's having a birthday at Chuck E. Cheese 2 days ahead of time. I'm not coming. Now you tell me, because first of all, you had to plan that way before 2 days. But if you tell me a week in advance to 2 weeks in advance that your child has a birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese, I have enough time to prepare myself to go to Chuck E. Cheese, as much as I hate it, but I can prepare to go. I can get mentally set to leave the house and go to Chuck E. Cheese for the birthday party. I can't do that in 2 days. It takes time to mentally prepare for that kind of stuff. I was telling Joe, okay. Hi, Ann. Thank you for coming. So the best birthday present ever, y'all. Are y'all ready? We were broke. This has been back probably 6, 7 years ago. We were broke. That's how long this has been going on. And I told my husband, I said, Nick, I came up with the best birthday present ever. It won't cost you anything except maybe this much male ego. And he said, okay, what? And I said, on my birthday, because his favorite thing when I ask him to do something is in a minute. In a minute. I'm getting to it. In a minute. So I said, on my birthday, here's what I want. I want you to just say, no matter what I ask, just say, yes, my queen, and get up and do it. No in a minute, no wait, no I'm fixing to's, just do it. So on my birthday, which this year's on a Saturday, so I get the whole day and not just part of a day, yay. That's what he does. I can tell him stupid stuff like, what's a stupid something? I don't even know because I don't tell him to do stupid stuff. But I can say, I need you to like move that piece of paper. And he'll go, yes, my queen, and get up, and then he'll move the piece of paper. I don't ask him to do stupid stuff like that. But that was just, I could say, will you please make me coffee? And he's like, yes, my queen. And then he does it. It's wonderful. Wonderful. Best birthday ever. And I get it every year on my birthday. It only lasts for 1 day. It's a 24-hour gift. But it's the best present. Oh, well, Seattle would drive me crazy. See, Lainey, I just can't do that shaking out the door thing. I need to prepare. And when I worked at Verizon, they were wonderful because they always told us a month ahead of time when our schedules were going to change, where our new seat was going to be, and everything. So I could go find my new seat ahead of time. I knew where I was going to report to the day that the schedule changed. I knew where my chair was going to be, who my supervisor was. And it wasn't just sprung on us. Like all of a sudden you got new stuff. It was great. And it fed right into the I need to know in advance thing. I can't just do spur of the moment. Now I can do spur of the moment sometimes, but I'm not big on it. Now, if it's a late of the night, spur of the moment, like if I get a wild hair and decide to call my friend Sue and go, hey, Sue, you want to go to Walmart at midnight? We'll do that, but that's because there's no one at the store at midnight. I don't do that. You want to go to Walmart at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon because I'm not going to Walmart at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Too many people. But we didn't come on here to talk about all that stuff. That's depressing stuff. But it's life. I mean, it's what I deal with. And then I found YouTube and I found all y'all. So now I have people to really talk to. And have fun with without having to leave my house. So YouTube is an enabler too, but in a good way. Oh, well, that's me. When we went after Christmas in January, I kept seeing these haul videos for Hobby Lobby's clearance sale, Hobby Lobby's clearance sale. When it was January or February. And I kept telling my husband I wanted to go, I wanted to go. And we planned it a week in advance. And I'm like, well, if they don't have stuff, they don't have stuff. But I can't just, he knew I couldn't just go. So we planned it for a week in advance that we were going to go to Hobby Lobby to the clearance sale and see what we could find. And I found stuff. See, Ann, that's me. I like people. I just don't want to be in a crowd of people. I'm good with small groups. I've been this way as long as I can remember. It goes back to elementary school. I don't like large groups of people. I never have. And so I've always been introverted. But I think I'm an outgoing introvert, if that makes sense. That's like an oxymoron, isn't it? Outgoing introverted person. Okay, Joe, thanks for letting me know. I know, Sherry, I have. I really love being on here because I consider y'all friends and family. I do. I talk to y'all more than I talk to my real family, other than my mother. I do talk to y'all more than I talk to like my brothers. I don't have sisters, but I talk to y'all more than I talk to my family. I'm on here at least 3 times a week talking to y'all, and other times in live chats, other than the last couple of weeks when I was sick. So yeah, definitely I consider you my friends and family. It's an extended friends and family. Oh, I like that, Ann. I'm going to have to borrow that. I do like that. And see, on YouTube, we're able to do that so easy. We're able to belong, but be left alone at the same time, which is kind of cool. I try not to talk fast. I know I do. I try not to. But I know I do. I get excited and I just get excited, and I have, it's like I can't get the words out as fast as my brain is going, if that makes sense. And I think that's what happens. And my brain goes 24/7. My brain does not stop. Oh, wow, Ann. I really like that, though. I was seeing a therapist a while back, and when he got through diagnosing me, he's like, I'm surprised you're not on medication. He said, but I'm not going to put you on any either, because you have built-in coping skills that you've developed that allow you to cope with this situation, and you're doing fine without medication. I'm not putting you on medicine. He said, but I'm surprised some other doctor hadn't. So evidently I should be medicated, or some doctors would think. But I think I do okay. I hadn't killed anybody yet. I thought about it, though. I probably shouldn't say that on YouTube. But thinking about it's not the crime. The crime is if you actually do it. Everybody thinks about it. I had a supervisor that drove me up a wall. She just didn't like me. Personality conflict. I found an app on my first smartphone, y'all. It was like a voodoo doll app. I named it Natasha because that was my supervisor's name. And when she would irritate me, I'd go in there and just start poking that thing. and make it, yeah, you know, I just start poking it and then you have little blood spots on the screen. It's kind of cool. Can't get in trouble for that though. At least not that I know. See, I probably shouldn't be telling y'all that. When do the bears start hibernating, Brenda, or do they hibernate in Florida? That's maybe a better question. And I saw that picture you posted of that bear in the broad daylight, that 350-pound bear. Good Lord. I was wondering about that. Yeah, sure. I think everybody has those thoughts sometimes. And the fact that there's an app, that there's somebody who created an app for this tells you that other people think about it. So, like I said, there's no problem with thinking it. The problem is in the doing it. I ain't done it. I don't plan on doing it either. So, just say it. Wood chipper ain't thick. No, never mind. We joked with my husband about the wood chipper. We have a wood chipper. It's not fixed. It will never be fixed because I told him as soon as it is fixed, there ain't wood going in it. It's going to be him aimed at the lake to feed the fish. Because he gets on my nerves sometimes, y'all. So the wood chipper will never be fixed, but I can't do anything till the wood chipper's fixed, and it's not going to happen. Because I figured that's the least evidence. That's the way to leave the least evidence. The wood chipper. Oh, wow, Brenda. I sound like you, Laney. See, I can't tolerate, I used to tolerate a lot of stuff. There's certain things I won't tolerate. I'm very impatient when it comes to my great nieces and nephews not listening because their mother doesn't make them listen. I don't play. I didn't play when she was little, and I'm not going to play when they're little. I don't threaten and threaten and threaten. If I say, if you don't stop, you're going in a corner, you're going in a corner. There's not going to be, I said, if you don't stop, it's going to be, the next move is you're going in a corner. Because I don't play. And I haven't played ever. I didn't play when she was little. If I told her she was going in a corner, she knew if she didn't stop, she was going in a corner. There wasn't going to be a second warning. There's one. But she seems to think I should do that with her children. And no, I'm not going to do that. Which is probably why they're next door at my mother's and not over here. Because I don't play. See, I just can't tolerate a bunch of nonsense anymore. I'm at an age, and that's why I left Ramona's, y'all. When I was up at Ramona's, and I know I didn't go into any detail, her roommate was just being obnoxious to me. And I was basically told to shut up and craft. And at that point, I went outside to smoke, called Nick on the phone, and they're 2 hours from here. And said, I'm probably going to be home in about an hour. Well, it's about an hour and a half drive. I said, I'm going to be home probably in about 2 hours. It's going to take me a few minutes to finish this cigarette, go in and gather up my crap and leave. But I'm coming home. I'm not putting up with this. I'm not staying here and dealing with this. It's not worth it. And when I went back in, her roommate had gone to bed. And I told her, I said, Ramona, I'm going home. I said, being told to sit down and craft or shut up and craft. I said, you know what? That's what I do at home. Because I'm home by myself, unless I'm on a phone with Joe or Brenda or Sue or Kathy or some other people that we talk, on the phone, or I'm on a live stream, or I'm watching a YouTube live stream while I'm crafting. I'm sitting there, shut up and crafting. I do that all day at home by myself. I don't need to come up here where I come up here to get away from the bullshit in my life and be told to sit down, shut up and craft. So if that's how she feels, she pays to live here, and I don't. I'm just a guest, which I was then told I was more than just a guest, and that really upset Ramona. I said, I'm just going to go. I don't want you in the middle of this, and I'm not putting up with it. I'm at an age where I don't have to. I have, I'm almost 54 years, and I shouldn't tell y'all. This is the only time probably you're going to hear me say this. I'm almost 54 years old. I'm not putting up with this bull crap. I don't have to anymore. And that's what I told her. I said, so I'm going home. And that's what happened. I just was already in the 5 hours I was there. That was the whole gist of the whole 5 hours was I was basically being bullied for 5 hours. And I'm not taking it. I don't have to stay there. I have a house I can go to. It may take me an hour and a half to get back home, but I'm going to go home. And so I did. Yeah, exactly, Sherry. We can do stuff no one will know. You know what I told Nick when we lived in Huntsville in the trailer? I told him one day, we love each other, but we are like a brother and sister as far as nitpicking and stuff goes. He irritated me. I said, you know what I need you to do, Nick? I need in the dining room floor, and he's 6'2" and like 250 pounds. I said, I'm going to need in the floor of the dining room a trap door. I said, let me see. How big are you? I said, it's going to need to be at least 3.5 foot across. Not that he's that wide, but you have to have room. I couldn't have got him. I didn't want him getting stuck in it. And then I'm going to need a 7 foot deep round hole, also 3 foot across, underneath the trap door. And he said, why? I said, because when I kill you, I'm going to just open the trap door, drop you into the hole, bury you, and close the trap door and put the table over it. They'll never find you up under this trailer. They'll never think to look through a trap door in the floor. I said, but that's the easiest way I know to do it. So I'm going to need you to dig me a hole and make me a trap door. Of course, that didn't happen. He's still here. Oh, I know, Lainey. Hi, Pat. How are you? Or Patricia. Thank you for coming. Okay, that's fine. So that was a joke for a while. He knows I'm not going to do it. I love him too much. But he'd just make me mad, and I'd just look at him and say, I need that trap door anytime. Oh, wow. That's a job, though, Sherry, that I would think would be taxing on your body, running heavy equipment like that, because it kind of jerks and stuff, doesn't it? I think it's kind of up there with driving a truck, bouncing and jerking and... But that's impressive. Cool, Joe. You missed a lot of chit-chatty stuff. But y'all can probably hear my dog snoring. I hope not. She snores loud, though. So. And Nick bought me, I told y'all at the beginning, Nick bought me this, and I'm going to, when we're done, because I really like it and it's not been sealed, I'm going to go seal it. I'm going to go outside and spray seal it so that if I get paint or stuff on it, I don't mess it up like I did the rooster. And he bought me a new rooster. So, I'm going to go out and seal it, though, because that way it'll be washable. Because the other one, the rooster, did fine to begin with, but then after about the third time under the hot water with the soap and the scrubby pad, the paint came off. And I don't want that to happen to this one. And it says, believe in yourself. And I need to see that every day. But I like it. It's a nice little desk mat. And I've been getting my stuff in slowly from Wish, or not Wish, from AliExpress. Lord, that stuff comes in piecemeal. I'm waiting to get it all to do a haul video, and it would have helped if I hadn't placed 2 orders, but it's coming in slowly but surely. It's Muffet. She's the one over there snoring. Well, my 2 dogs are pretty quiet, other than right now y'all can hear Muffet snoring. Which means the microphone on my phone is really good. But unless something moves outside or Foxy's on the back of the couch peeking out the window and can see a leaf move. But they stay pretty quiet unless there's something for them to bark at, which we're over 50 feet from the road, so they don't hear the cars unless it's somebody loud. Now, if the other dogs outside bark, of course, they might start barking. Yeah, see? Stop it. There's nothing. There was no noise. You just hear me talking. Stop. That's Fox, and she won't muff it up. But they don't really bark a lot. See, I'm sitting here saying how quiet they are today and how good they're being, and then she starts. That's normal. Hey, Misty, how are you? And thank you for coming. We're just chatting, catching up since I've been sick and out for 2 weeks. The first time I missed the live, y'all, Nick sitting over at Mother's, and I called, and she said, oh, he's over here because you're live. I said, no, I did not go live today. And he's subscribed. He should know. Anyhow, he said, why didn't you go live? I said, I don't feel good, and I didn't feel like talking and trying to think and talk and craft and everything. Oh, there's the hubster, so hang on. We're live.
Sorry.
That's okay. You could just say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
There you go. He's live. He's alive, too. See, he's not gone through a wood chipper yet. So, what was I saying? Oh, no, I don't remember. What was I saying, y'all? See, that fast. Oh, so I told him when I said I didn't go live, I said, yeah, I basically called into YouTube today and said I wasn't coming on. I said, I don't think they're going to fire me or nothing. Or they don't even pay me. Oh, wow. I'll have to check those out. Hey, Mia. Y'all, this is Mia that I was talking about earlier. I promised her a shout out on my channel, and I did it, Mia, but no one knew how to put the links in. So I'm glad you came. Y'all need to go subscribe to Mia. Check out her channel. She does her artwork. Mia, correct me if I'm wrong, but you do it totally on the computer, and it's awesome. Y'all need to really check out her channel. She's just started putting up videos. And I promised you I would do that, Mia, and then I got sick, and this is my first time back, so. And then I did it, but you weren't here, so I'm glad you came. I'm so glad you came. So now everybody can go click on you and support you and help your channel grow. Because like I said, I'm trying to build a supportive community where everybody subscribes to everybody. We all get along. Pink unicorns and butterflies. And I know that that's not how the world really works, but I can dream that on YouTube we can have this. Cool. Hi, Dana. Thank you for coming. How are you today? No, Mia, I did not forget. I was just waiting for me to go live so that I could do that because I promised you that I would. And I want, to make sure I keep my word and everything. Because that's very important to me. I don't want people to lie to me, and I try my dadgumdest to not lie to other people. So that's one of my things. Now, when we go live Tuesday, for anybody that knew that just came in that didn't know, Tuesday, we're going to be making Christmas ornaments out of polymer clay with these cookie cutters that I got at the beginning of the year on sale after Christmas. So I couldn't play. Well, I could have played with them, but no. So we're going to be making some Christmas ornaments. And I'm going to use my stamps on polymer clay. I know it's a gnome, but we're going to cut the mushroom off and make him a Santa Claus. I think if you paint him, he will look like Santa Claus. And we have an elf. So, and then while we have the clay out, I'm making a sunflower journal in the future, and I'm working on embellishments. I think this would make a sunflower. And I think I have one either smaller or larger that I could stack on top of each other. And I wouldn't have, since they're going to get glued in a book, I wouldn't have to make them very thick. And then I can make them and paint them. And put little dimples in this part that I'm going to paint brown to make it look more like a sunflower. Yep. So we're going to do that too, even though that's not Christmas related, but it is related to my upcoming project and embellishments. Oh, you are so welcome. Oh, wow, Brenda. No, I haven't gotten to watch it yet, Mia. I did see where you put it up. And I'm telling you, the Marilyn Monroe, if the picture of Marilyn Monroe is what your artwork was, the video was of, that is awesome. Hi, Clara. How are you? And thank you for coming. And no, you're not the only one that likes to. And Crafty Kitty, hello. How are you? And that's Joy, because Mia just put it in there. Thank you, Mia, for the help, because my brain isn't working. Nick.
Yes.
Can you grab me those books?
Oh, the ones you just got?
Yeah, remember, y'all, I told you on the last live that I was in a Patty Lang's stream on a Monday night. She does this every Monday. And I won a book, bought a book, and then last Monday, a week ago, not this, it's been a week ago.
No, it's been longer.
No, that was the first one was longer than a week, but then the Monday after that Monday, she had law books. My books and stuff came in. She gave me 2 bingo cards because I had to wait. And these are big, thick bingo cards. And I immediately thought, small journal, front cover, back cover, spine. So that's my plans because they're very good chipboard. This is the book that I won in the giveaway that she was doing. Indian Paint. And it's a Western book, and it's got, and I wanted to make a Western journal, but it's got awesome images in it. And I was going to keep the images. I want to do an altered book, but keep the images. So I have to kind of figure out that kind of thing because I've had that planned. And then the law book is 1913 to 1914, copyrighted 1914. And this is an awesome, and the cover is awesome. So I really got it so I could play with the cover. Hi, Sue. How are you today? Nick. Anyway, I got it so I could use the cover, but the pages are awesome. So I don't know if I want to do an altered book in here. Boy, that'd be a thick altered book. Or if I just want to cut the book block out, use the pages for something else, and then use the cover. And this one I got specifically for the cover. It's called The Harp of God. I have no idea what it's about. And its copyright date, I keep having it, I find it, but it takes a minute. Where is it? I thought it was on this page. It is on that. 1921. I am doing much better, Sue. Thank you. And these pages are very brittle. So the pages won't stand alone on their own. But gluing them down on something, and there's some really pretty images in here. I really bought it because the cover is in awesome condition. Would make a great mini journal. So I really did get this one to cut apart and use the book, the cover. And it's got these advertisements in the back, which I thought were really cool. But the pages are just real brittle. So, but they would be good to like glue down and use for background and that kind of thing. But that's my little book haul. I'm trying to get it where it's out of a boat. Lord, hang on, y'all. I made a craft a lunch. A book of lunch.
She got it first.
Okay. Hi, Monster Scratcher. How are you today? Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming, Sherry, and I hope you have a great day. I think I already answered this, but yes, I'm doing better, Sue. Me and many journals. I love them. I mean, I like the normal size journals too, but I really like the small ones. This one might have been a little small, but I like it. I like that it's this size. But when I make the sunflower journal, it's not going to be a mini journal. It's going to be a full-size journal. And so, yeah, it's going to be a full-size journal. And that's going to be one of the upcoming things. We're going to do the Christmas ornaments. We're going to go back to the Halloween book, the Halloween whatever glue book thing. And the sunflower journal is coming. Right now I'm trying to get embellishments made for it so I don't have to, I can pretty much make the journal and not have to stop and make embellishments and that kind of thing. And I'm also working on embellishments or ephemera to go in the Etsy store again. Oh, goodness. And Monster Scratcher, if I am not subbed to you, once this loads, and I can get back to the chat, I will support your channel. And that goes for anybody in here, you know, definitely support each other. Oh, cool. Joe, that's cool. So mine is home for the day. And then since he's home for the day, maybe we can play with my Good Samaritan camera. Because as I stated earlier, some of you weren't here. I have a Good Samaritan who doesn't want to be named. And my Good Samaritan sent me a camera and a tripod. They upgraded their equipment and had that. And they sent me the camera and the tripod to use to make videos with. But it's supposed to be plug and play. I just have to figure out how to set it up and make it kind of look like this. Oh, cool. I don't think our mail has run yet. Nick, did you get the mail?
There wasn't nothing there.
So either it didn't run or we don't have nothing. And who knows with our mail. And so I want it to kind of look the same looking down thing. So we got to play with that a little bit and finagle it. And I got to figure out where I'm going to put a laptop on my desktop. I don't know how to go live from a laptop. I think you have to go in some kind of creator studio thingy. And I don't know. But since he's home early, we can play with that later. And then I'll have the phone to watch chat on or the laptop. Because I'm going to be using my phone's mobile hotspot to stream with and still not using the Wi-Fi because our Wi-Fi cannot be streamed like that. The upload's not fast enough. And I don't want to buffer. Yeah, Joe's daughter's foot had to have plates and pins and stuff in it. She's got a robot foot. Joe, please don't take that the wrong way. Because it probably won't be a robot foot forever. And so, trying to think what else. And I'm very thankful to my Good Samaritan because videoing from my phone was just how it was going to be with the drawer in the kitchen for a while. So, and I was not expecting it whatsoever. So So we may have different camera angles for a few videos while I get this all figured out. You can only find the small bulb pins. Is that what you're talking about, Sue? A craft fairy. Brenda, why do you need a craft fairy? What kind of craft fairy, Brenda? I need a house cleaning fairy because y'all, this is what I figured out. While I'm sitting here crafting and having fun, my dogs don't clean house. They don't. They won't mop. They won't vacuum. They won't pick up behind themselves when they drag their toys out. They don't know how to do a dish. I evidently either didn't train them right or I got the wrong dogs because they don't do none of that. And it don't get done while I'm crafting. Nothing like that happens. We found them on, and I don't have any out, but I can show you the ones in the book. If I can get them to untangle. Uh-oh. Oh, it's in there. I found this size. I hope you can see this. This size of a bulb pin. Where's a ruler when you need one? They are right at, they're just below an inch in length. Okay. I've got a shadow. They're right below an inch in length. I'm creating the shadow. And I got them on AliExpress. And they were very inexpensive. And I've ordered the black ones first. I have gold and silver coming. But I got the black ones because I needed them for this journal. Because I wanted the black to go and match. So now I've got them in. I will have them in all colors when the other ones come in. But they're right at about an inch. So you're smaller than that. Brenda, I'm so glad that I don't have to clean this table off to eat. We'd starve. We eat in the living room. We make our plates in here because we didn't have when we moved in here, we decided we weren't going to have a table because there's just not room. It would take up the whole kitchen. And I didn't want to walk around the table to cook and stuff. So we figured we would eat in the living room. We ate in the living room anyway before. It's just the two of us. I would cook it, save dishes, dip it out of the pan, make your plate, go eat. With Mother, there's three of us. We all carry our plate to the living room and eat in there. It's not very far a walk. And it's like across the floor. We eat in there. So thank God I don't have to clean this off. However, I did have to clean it off in order to do this live today because this wasn't happening. This was like mounded. I could have probably done this and hit everything. Y'all wouldn't have known there was stuff under it, but nah. Uh-oh, Sue, what happened? Oh, wow, Clara, but they charge so much for shipping. So what I need is a house cleaning fairy. A maid. That's what you call those people. They're a maid. I need a maid. Can't afford one. I have to have one that would work for craft supplies, Maybe I can make a journal and get someone to clean my house and I make them a journal. Ooh, that would work. I could do that. Swap services. I hope y'all know I'm joking. And so I've been practicing with my little sewing machine from Walmart. That's what I got with the kits that I sold. And the little ephemera packs from Etsy that I sold. I bought a little tiny sewing machine from Walmart that weighs 7 pounds. I can pick it up and move it. It can sit here, which you wouldn't be able to see what I was doing, but it can sit here. It could sit on a TV tray for that matter. It's small. But I got it to sew journal pages. I didn't need it for anything other than sewing on journal pages, sewing ribbon to paper and that kind of thing. I've got a bigger one. I just don't want to carry that thing around because it's an antique and weighs like 50 million pounds plus one. And so I got this small one just for paper crafting. Here's what Sue says, Nick. Nick, I said I needed a maid that I could make a journal for, and we'd swap out services. And Sue said, hang on, I got to get it back up. Make Nick a journal. Get to cleaning, Nick. Sue, I wasn't going to say anything, but I know you had postage problems. You should have had a Happy Mail. I was just wondering if you got your Happy Mail. And that's all I'm going to say. Joe, you want me to show the sewing machine? Well, I might as well show what I've been making on it, which yesterday I wanted to throw it because it had a problem, but we figured that out. Got it straightened out. I want to look at my sewing machine.
She may be waiting for me to get one on.
No, I don't know. I asked the question I wasn't going to. But I need to know if she got it because Kathy said she's having postage problems. Kathy said she's got postage problems. Mail people like we do.
I want you to do it.
Okay. Oh, the name of my Etsy. Oh, Lord. Nick,
I'm not sure.
can you put a link in though? Or can somebody, Joe doesn't know how. Okay, Sue. Well, because it shows it was delivered yesterday. So it could have come after you checked your mail. Here's my tiny sewing machine. It's little. It has 8 different stitches on it. That's the tension knob. It's very small, but now I can just set it down on the floor for temporary purposes. But it will do what it's designed to do, what I got it to do, which is this. So this was a practice sheet. That's why it's kind of wavy-ish. And I sewed that on there. And then I got a little busy. I made this. The chat, I can't tell if y'all can see it because the chat's like right on the middle of the screen. There we go. So I made that. These roses were not on here. So I made a little bitty one because I had little bitty scraps. And then I made this, a bigger one. And I made this one. And then for my sunflower journal, I made this one. And the sunflowers, of course, were not on there. It's not part of it. I put it all together. I made this one. And these are shrunken sunflowers. Because these sunflowers are these sunflowers. Shrunk way down. Because I wanted them to fit on paper clips. And I've made paper clips too for this. So I made that one. And I made that one. I hope y'all can see these. And I made this one. And this was one of the first ones, practicey things. So that's what I've made so far on my sewing machine. A lot of that's for the sunflower journal. Some of it's going to go in ephemera packs on Etsy. And right now, there's only the journals on there and a little bit of jewelry. Nick's going to log in and put up the link, right, Nick? Oh, we got 9 thumbs up. Yay. Thank y'all. Thank you, Crafty. Kitty, Nick, you're going to put up a link for the Etsy store? Nick,
What?
are you going to put up a link for the Etsy store?
I'm not on it. I don't know the link.
You go,
Hold on.
it's in one of my videos. The last video, actually, they posted it in chat. And I think, no, I don't know that I put it below it, but the video before that I did. Thank you, Crafty. Oh, that's Misty. Thank you, Misty. I haven't sewed in years, y'all. I have not. So the fact that anything came out looking like it was supposed to was a miracle. But the thread that came on it, if y'all get one, don't use the thread that comes on it, because that's what my problem was. I changed the thread and the problem stopped. It was tangling up in the bobbin thing. Hey, cutting board, how are you? Oh, now I see 13, Sue. And thank you for coming. Oh, Misty, I'm lost already. You said we can, Brenda. We can. What? See that fast? I got lost. I guess see them maybe. Well, anyway, I am going to put the ephemera. I'm working on ephemera packs to go up. I'm working on ephemera for my sunflower journal. And I got to get the mini journal photoed or photographed. Wow, photographed. That's not even a word. Photographed is the word. Good Lord. My brain just totally messed that one up. And get it in there. It's not in there yet. So I need to do that. Thank you, Misty, because he doesn't know. He's never been to my Etsy store. Misty's doing it. I think I put the link below the video before the celebration video.
Yeah, I'm not having fun finding it. So,
Or it's in there somewhere.
I know it's in there.
And I can't go look because I'm on my phone.
I know. I'm trying.
See, this will help when I get the computer set up going because I can look for stuff like that. I want to say that it's, I don't know, because Etsy's weird. You can only have so many characters. Well, at the beginning, my channel and everything was supposed to be Foxy's Jewelry Creations. Of course, that was too long for Etsy. So I'm not sure how I named it on Etsy. But I have since changed it from Jewelry Creations to just Creations because I make more than just jewelry now. So now it's just Foxy's Creations. I have an email for Foxy's Creations at Gmail. The Etsy store, I don't know if they let you rename your store.
I'm not finding it in any of your videos. Is my problem.
It's in the description.
I know. It's not.
At least on the one where I did the walkthrough of the triplets.
Hold on, here we go. Finally.
He found it, I think. Okay, thank you, Misty. That's what I was, because it's hard to tell when the chat is right here above my finger. And I know the camera is here. So it's hard to see. I am. I'll admit it. I'm as crazy as everybody else. But see, my first videos, if you listen to them, they don't sound like that because at the beginning, I was kind of shy and, you know, just basically I came on, did a video, and that was it. There wasn't no joking and no sarcasm and none of my wit and that kind of thing. And I have a very sarcastic, dry kind of sense of humor. But there wasn't any of that. Now it's starting to come out more because I'm more relaxed and that kind of thing. So y'all are getting more of my true personality. Y'all may not like it. I'm just saying. Everybody thinks I'm funny. But that's kind of like funny, haha, not funny like looking or anything. Although that could also be. Depends. I guess it depends on the day.
All right. I'm going to post what I got. I don't know if it'll let me.
Well, to click the link and then at the top of the screen, how about you copy that or do a share?
I actually ended up going to the page, and it's not.
Let me, hang on, y'all. Teachable moment.
See what all I copied? Just take my phone over there so you can sit over there. It's like the fourth one down has it.
You're not even on my channel.
I was on your channel.
1, 2, 3.
It was like your first one of the major.
That's way more than 40.
It's at my Etsy store.
It's not there.
Keep going down.
Find the video. I was all the way in. The very first video. Where it went.
Hold on. No. This is not even where you belong.
That's my
Right
channel.
there. It's where you belong. Stop. Switch the word thing. I don't know how to copy and paste that. I tried.
You go here.
I did. And that's what that thing that was copied was.
Sign in. You didn't go there. You didn't sign in.
Oh, that's signed in. There we go. It's signed in. See if that works. No, that wasn't where it was.
Just a minute, y'all. I'll be right back.
There it is. That's not your stuff, is it?
Yes, it is. That's my store. Now you go up here to the menu.
I held my finger
You gotta
down.
pick up the link.
Held my finger up to the top.
You know,
Oh, I was on. Here, let me see it. I'll figure it out again. I got the one.
okay, wait. Where video was that? I'm just gonna hit back to the videos. Okay. It's not letting me copy and paste this link.
Hold your finger on it. Just hold it.
And it may give you a long link, and then when it prints in, it goes like that. If you've already got it copied to the clipboard, just go or go back to the chat and see if you can type it in. He found it, but he just wasn't happy with how long it looked.
It wouldn't let me see.
And I'm back. And thumbs up while you're there, babe.
I'm getting frustrated with this.
She'd just be able to go back down to chat and press and hold and hit paste and it put it back in there. So anyways. So what's everybody else working on that just came in? I've been missing so much stuff. Because I haven't been going to lives or anything. I've been watching some recorded, but not that much. And whatever the creepy crud is that's going around, it's horrible. So I'm going to try to get back on schedule this week. Oh, Sue's going to do some fussy cutting. I want to do a fairy journal. I have downloaded a bunch of stuff for one. But I have so many journals in my head to make. I have a list. I have actually found where I was writing my journal ideas. But on my phone, I probably have 15 to 20 different journal folders where when I download stuff, I just move it to the appropriate folder. So I can keep up with it all. So I have a bunch in my head. I'm not making a Christmas journal though. And I really need to get started on the one for my niece for Christmas, the album journal thing where she can put pictures of her family in it. I'm going to get it started for her, and then it'll be her Christmas present and she can continue to add to it over time. So I want to make that. And so I've been looking, and she loves shabby chic. So I've been trying to look and find some things I can use with that in mind. To get that going, because I'm limited on time on that one. Christmas is going to come whether I have it done or not. So I kind of have to get busy. Hey, Patty, how are you? And thank you for coming. Oh, wow. And that sounds like a good system. That sounds like a really good system. And then, like, with all that stuff that I got while we were traveling and on the road, I want to do faux vacations. I can do faux vacations for a few states or cities, for that matter, for a while. And welcome, Patty. Thank you. We're just chatting away today, catching up because I've been out of commission for a couple of weeks because I was sick. Catching up what we're going to do in the next week or so. Ooh, that's what I need to look for. Nick went and found me a box at Walmart, a Sterilite box, and it was marked 13 by 15. And it was like 6 inches deep. So I could put my paper in it that I print out and coffee dye and all of that. I go to put a piece of 12 by 12 paper in there because I bought some of that while we were up north. It wouldn't go in there. I said, Nick, and then I got the ruler out. That box was not even a foot wide, nor was it 15 inches long. I said, well, you need to take that back to Walmart and tell them that they need to get a better ruler because their ruler at Sterilite needs to be replaced because the lid didn't even measure 13 by 15. I mean, I was thinking, well, maybe it's, one of those boxes that goes like this and it's, slanted sides or something. No, the lid didn't even measure the 13 by 15 that the label said. I'm like, that's a mismarked box, but bless his heart, he tried. I mean, you don't walk around with a ruler in his pocket. So he tried. And y'all, because I keep losing my ruler, my enabler husband bought me this. It's a slap bracelet that says this girl can, but look, it's got a ruler. Oops, that's wrong. It's got a ruler on it. This way I will always, if I wear it, I will always, oops, I keep bending it. I'll always have a ruler. I thought that was sweet of him. And he got it in my favorite color, which is purple.
Okay, here it comes. And I've tried it, so I know it works.
Sue, you are so funny.
Are you ready?
Yes, we're ready. Did you read our last comment?
Sue, you lost your mind.
There it is, Nick. And Nick got the link put in, the husband enabler, dude, for the Etsy store for those that were wanting to know. And like I said, there's some jewelry in there. There is the triplet journals. I haven't put this one in there yet. There are no ephemera packs currently because they sold out. I'll have to get some more uploaded and made. And that's what I'm going to do this weekend because I already know what I'm doing Tuesday. We're going to play polymer clay. But so I'm going to work on between now, this is Saturday, between now and Tuesday, I'm going to work on ephemera packs. Small embellishment ephemera packs. I've been making some library card envelopes. That's what I need to know. Would y'all want to buy these? Now, some people would not because y'all make your own stuff. Where did I put them? Ziploc bag. I was hunting these.
What this?
No.
That's right. That's add it to the thing.
So I made these ones. They don't have tags yet. For the Sunflower Journal, this does have a tag. There's another one. Hang on. Well, it had a tag yesterday. Well, no, there's another. Oh, here it is. I made another one of those pockets with a tag for my Sunflower Journal. So that's all for the Sunflower Journal. Then I was making these. And it's got a library card in it. It's embellished with ribbon. I was thinking about putting these up in groups of 6 with the tags in the Etsy store. But I need to know, first of all, is there an audience for this kind of thing? But I made all of these. This is what I was doing when I sit, because I could do this and leave it. These don't have their tags yet because I was making their tags, but there's the envelope with a little thumb slot. And here's another one. This one does have a tag, handmade on a gift check or a sales order. This one doesn't have one. They're still in the process of being made. And here's this one. And these are made out of the Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm. I'm doing a altered book. And this is the book paper. Y'all, this is the thickest book paper. Back in the day, they made some books out of book. They used some good sturdy book paper. I mean, it's almost like thin cardstock. Here's another envelope. Here's some of the tags. They're just not in there. And that one does like that. And I've got paper clips that I was working on as well. And then here's like the journaling side. And then I did some, that's book paper again. This is Franken paper. Book paper that I painted. And this one goes in that small envelope. And it's just inked and painted on the back in colors that would kind of coordinate. So I haven't got these loaded in the Etsy store because I wasn't sure if people would want this kind of thing. Because a lot of us can make it ourselves. So do you all, would you be interested in something like those in the Etsy store? As well as the embellishment packs. Thank you, Patty. I'm drinking coffee as we're doing this because my throat. I'm sipping. So I thought about putting those in the Etsy store. In groups of 6, and I bounced around a couple of ideas on price, but not firmly got anything set yet. But the ephemera packs, where I shrank everything down with the mini tags and mini hearts, mini butterflies, paper clip embellishments. Those are the ones I'm going to put back up. Okay, Sue. Well, thanks for coming, and check your mail. And you have a great day. Hope your mom gets to feeling better. Thank you, Joe. That's so sweet. So, anyways, so I've been doing little small things that I could pick up and do, and then, okay, great, Sue. Things, that if I needed to put it down and walk away, I could, and it wouldn't be bad, Like I could fussy cut for a while, like I did with these. I could fussy cut for a while and walk away and fold the paper and glue it, and that can be sitting and walk away for a few hours or whatnot. Things I wasn't, where I didn't have a long process to do it. So that's that. So I'm going to be working on some of those things this weekend. I'm trying to figure out some more sunflowery things like this. And I have yellow paint, and I have the paint that I need to paint. Well, I may not have brown. I think I emptied my brown paint. But I can make a brown paint out of stuff. But yeah, I have the colors to paint sunflowers. So I'll be making those. So we're going to be doing some of those with our Christmas ornaments on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. I'm thinking I'm going to just stick with the 2 p.m. Eastern. It seems to work good for me and for everybody because I don't sleep like a normal human being. Well, I'm not a normal human being, whatever that is. But anyway, I don't sleep normal hours. So because of that, I tend to sleep later than normal people. Like I'm not up at 8 o'clock in the morning. There's some mornings I may just be going to sleep at 8 o'clock in the morning. So getting, going to sleep at 8 and getting up and coming on here, and I'm on Central Time, I would have to, I ate up at 12:30. That's fine for me. That gives me time to get up, eat a bite, and make a coffee, and get set up, and it's only 4 hours of sleep, but I function. That's pretty much what I do. I get cat naps. I sleep maybe 3 or 4 hours at a time. I'm up for hours, sleep for 3 or 4 hours at a time, and I'm up for hours. So that's what I do. So that's why this time works good for me. Lots and lots of purple. I love purple. I love purple and turquoise with a little pink thrown in. I don't know exactly what shabby chic is other than to me. I was thinking this might qualify except it's yellow, but it's got lace on it and it's got burlap on it. It's yellow though, not pink, but it's still pretty to me. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 layers here because there's the burlap layer. There's the lace layer, and this lace did not come on this burlap. I didn't pull that lace off. But there's the burlap, the lace, this yellow paper, a word paper or music paper, the yellow ribbon, and then the little fussy cut flowers. And that was just to see if the sewing machine could do it. And it can, which is great. So, but see, I don't know if that qualifies as shabby chic because I think you have to have pink. But if nothing else, it's still cute and pretty. So, and I kind of like this grungy look that I got on these ones. I didn't grungy the back because I plan on gluing it down. So I kind of like the grungy look that I got on here, and on this one. But I'm not sure that I want the whole journal to be all grungy. I want some bright in there too. So we're going to kind of do a mix of grunge and bright, I think. If that's a possibility. But and I'm going to be looking for Misty's videos to go up later. Misty, I'll be watching for those to go up. I love looking at your journals and getting ideas on stuff. Oh, well, none of them have a smiley face. They're sunflowers. These are sunflowers. Even these are itsy bitsy. Let me put it over here. There you go. Itsy bitsy sunflowers. Now I do have a sunflower that I want to shrink that has a girl face on it that I found, and I'm going to shrink those, and I want to put them like this with the little girl face and on some of these because I thought they were cute. But I shrank them. The reason that they're this small, y'all, is, and if you look in comparison to my nail, let me do my pinky nail, so in comparison to my pinky nail, I'm trying to get this in the light. Boy, this is hard. And get it focused. Okay. In comparison to my nail, they're not big, but I shrank them down so they would fit on a paper clip. I'll be right back. So this is on a 1-inch paper clip or 1.5-inch paper clip. And then this is on your regular small paper clips. I don't know what the number is on these. This one, the box says it's a number 1 size. This one, the box didn't have the number. But there they are. And that's why I shrank them now. The original size of that was like this big. I just shrank them way down to make paperclip beads. Some purple. Oh, okay. I will make purple. So instead of like the pink roses, you'd rather have like purple hydrangeas or something like that. I've got that stuff. And really, pink is not my thing. I just had the roses, so I made them out of the roses. But I do have paper that has hydrangeas and stuff on it that I can make and do that with. And hydrangeas are much easier to cut out than roses, I think. But I can find some purple, and I've got some really pretty purple paper because I was going to make a purple journal. That's why I know I have it, because I'm going to make a purple journal. So I've got stuff already in my purple journal folder. That I've been, as I find stuff that when I'm looking for something else, if I come across something purple, I download it. See, and that's what I was thinking, Misty. And I love doing this. I just don't, I could sit here and make this kind of stuff all day, but would I ever use everything I make? No. It's like I made way too much for that little cameo journal, which is why I put it in baggies and sold it, because there's no way I was going to use it all. And it's not going to go in the sunflower journal because I made it turquoise and stuff to match that journal. So it really wouldn't match the sunflower journal. It's not going to match my Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm journal because it's not the right colors. But if we have requests for purple stuff, I can do some purple and the pinks and stuff, and then everybody can be happy because I'll have every color. Oh, cool, Christy or Misty. I'll watch it. Okay, good. I'm subscribed to all your channels, I believe. I believe I'm subscribed. I know I'm subscribed to the Mac Jewelry because that's where I first started watching you. So it'll show up and I'll watch it. And I'll leave a thumbs up. So. And everything. So that's my plans. Oh, and I'm going to make a puppy journal and a kitty journal. And I have a tile that I'm planning to make, a tile in memory of my dad kind of thing. I started it. It's all set aside. I couldn't do it right then. I don't know when I'll get back to that, but that's a plan as well to make That's one of those. I kind of have to work on it when I can kind of deals. But I have the stuff. I don't have all the tiles made. I didn't get all the tiles and stuff made for it, but I have a lot of the stuff done that I needed to do for it. So we may be making polymer clay tiles to go on that at some point. I am going to do an altered cigar box between now and Christmas for a Christmas present. But I have to get the lace in for that. Or buy lace for it. So I'm going to do that. So y'all get to see that. And I've never done one. So we're going to learn together on that one. Because I have never, ever done that before. So that's something I'm going to work on as well at some point. Okay, cool. Well, I would definitely do some purple and get it, put up as well. I can do like a couple of bags of purple, a couple of pinks, a couple of yellows, because I have yellow roses and other yellow flowers besides sunflowers. I don't know that there are any green flowers. I don't think I have any orange, but I could do those colors. I know I have all of those colors. Pinks, purples, yellows. Maybe I do have some peach colored stuff on my, I'd have to look through my phone to see what all I do have, but yeah. And I have turquoisey stuff, so yep. I just have to shrink it and print it. And then fussy cut it and glue it. Oh, hey, Patty. I showed them the books earlier, Patty. Y'all need to subscribe to Patty and watch her things on Monday nights, y'all. Last Monday, it was laces and stuff and materials. And y'all, those books that I showed earlier, they came from Patty. So y'all be sure and click on her name and subscribe so you don't miss those things on Monday nights, because those are awesome. So definitely do that. Y'all want to definitely support her and everything. I love her channel. And thank you for coming, Patty. I really do appreciate it. So, well, I guess that's pretty much everything. Oh, you're welcome, Patty. I'm trying to get as many people. I tell everybody about your channel with the books and stuff, because I got my books yesterday or day before. And I love them. And I'm going to alter the Indian one, the Native American Western one. I'm going to alter. And the other two I'm going to gut and use as covers, because those covers are in awesome condition. However, my husband says I can't do anything with the legal book till he reads it, but he can read the book without the cover. I just won't mess with the paper yet. Oh, wow. And then where are you off to next, Patty? And Patty travels, y'all. That's how she finds all this good stuff. And her prices are awesome. Even if you can't purchase, go and support the channel when she's on Monday nights. Oh, I do. They're awesome. And those bingo cards, this is what I told everybody I was going to do with the bingo cards. Because when I saw these, this is what I thought. Book cover spine. They just need to be scored in the right spots. But book cover spine, it's all perfect. It would make a perfect small journal, just as it is. So I know that's probably not what everybody does, but or I thought about making one. I'd have to add a spine, long, skinny journal. But that's kind of long. But it could work. It'd definitely be good for pockets and stuff. But I think I want to make 2 and do journal, cover spine. That's what I thought when I first saw them. That was immediately what I thought of doing. Journal covers. Thank you, Misty. You have a good day too. Thank you, Patty. And then here's the other thing I do, Patty, is I make little tiny these paperclip beads. That's what I've been doing lately. I'm gonna make a sunflower journal, and that's some of my ephemeras for them. Because they hang really nice on a bulb pin on the side of a book. So I should write myself a note, because my secretary's over there with a headset on, not paying attention. Well, he don't know he's the secretary. I guess I should tell him that first. I had a pen earlier for making notes. I have a note paper, and I know I have, see note paper? I know I had a pen. This is my pen. So I need to make purple. Ephemera packs. Along with pink, yellow, red. Oh, I forgot about red. Hi, Susan. How are you? Thank you for coming. Purple, pink, yellow, red. Oh, I have the peach color stuff, and I have peach ribbon and peachy papers. So I will work on this stuff, and then I can put like a couple of each color or 3 of each color up in the Etsy store. It may be, since I'm doing all of these colors, it may be a week or so. Thank you, Patty. You have a great day. Susan, I'm feeling better. Finally. Oh, Patty, I'm sorry that you're buffering. But I'll get the ephemera packs made up and get them in the Etsy store. I'm going to get pictures of the Cameo journal and get it loaded up as well. And then I'll be back Tuesday making Christmas things. Christmas ornaments out of polymer clay. I'm going to make some ahead of time so we have something to play with while we're baking some. But y'all will get to see me make them. They'll go in the oven and they'll get baked while we're playing. Because they only have to bake for an hour. And we're usually on here for longer than that. But I'm going back to my regular schedule starting Tuesday, crafting along and that kind of thing. So if you all have polymer clay and you have molds or stamps, because we're also going to stamp on it, molds or stamps, this is what I'm going to do. We're going to play with polymer clay on Tuesday. So you want to have it conditioned, which is rolling it through your pasta machine several times. You want to have it, I'm going to be using white because you can color on polymer clay with color pencils, gel pens. You can use your mica powders before you bake it because it will stick to the clay. So there's all kind of things we can do with the clay. So if you're going to play along and you have polymer clay, make sure you condition it before we go live at 2 o'clock, because mine will be conditioned, because no one wants to sit here and watch me roll clay through a pasta machine like 10 times. Plus the camera's here and the pasta machine is usually off to the left over here, off to the right over here when I'm doing that. So now I'm going to be working with Original Sculpey mixed with Primo White, because the Original Sculpey is so soft it won't unmold. It'll stick. It's way too soft. But because I'm going to make embellishments for books and ornaments and it's not jewelry, I will use the original. Plus you can get it at Walmart for $5 and something a pound. But you do want to cut it with a little bit of the Primo. I mix mine about half and half. I don't buy a pound of the Primo because I use the Original Sculpey for other things. Now, you could probably spray these with water or something and it would release. But I would rather mix it half and half. So if you want to play along, just do that. Oh, Susan, you're good. But that's what we're doing on Tuesday. And then I don't know going from there. But I know this isn't Christmas, but I want to make, I think I have some other snowflake ones. I'm going to look. This is for my sunflower journal. So I figure while I've got the clay out and I'm playing, I might as well cut some of those out too. And I'm going to have out, I have mica powder, but my mica powders are not real mica powders. I got them off of Amazon and it was a 16-piece set. It's eyeshadows is what it is. They're in little tiny pots, but they work. It's great. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah, Armor All Works is a good release. Excuse me. And I have molded, come to think of it, I have molded the original Sculpey because I molded my little faces for some of my weekends with it. And it worked. I mean, it released. I think I used baby oil on a Q-tip and then wiped it back out and it worked just fine. So that'll also work, baby oil on a Q-tip. If you don't have the Armor All, baby oil works really well. So, and then these we're just going to stamp onto the clay and get the impression on there. And you can ink them and then stamp it and not press. So you could ink it and set it like you would just don't press and it will leave the ink impression. So you can do it where you press it in and get the lines on there, or you can do it where you ink it and don't press it. You just put it on the clay and it leaves the outlines. Oh, bye, Mia. Thank you for coming. I know it's late where you are. Thank you for coming. And you have a good day. And everybody don't forget to go check out Mia's channel. And I finally got all of my kits and everything that I got the prizes mailed out right away after the celebration live, but I had to do the coffee dyeing and I had to print out all the printouts for the kits that I sold, like the kit that I gave away. And trying to do that while being sick was like, oh gosh. But I finally got all that took care of and got those all handled and mailed out. And then everything has been delivered. I even can make some little butterflies, y'all. Those would be cute. And then I can paint them whatever color. Small ephemera butterflies made out of clay. That might be a good idea. I can make those whatever color. I have paint. And you can paint on your polymer clay. Acrylic paint on polymer. Don't do it before you bake it because it will bubble. But once it's done, you can paint it. You can seal it. I usually seal mine with polyacrylic. Minwax polyacrylic water-based sealer is what I normally put on mine to seal them. Joe is still printing. Bless your heart, Joe. You're going to be printing for a while. So we're going to do the polymer clay stuff on Tuesday. And I'm going to be working on ephemera over the weekend. And it may be a little, if I want to get all of these colors made, it may be a week before they're all up in the store, but I will let you know when they go in the store. Because I want y'all to be the first ones to get them. So I'll make those up. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm going to hop off of here. I'm supposed to call my brother. And we've been on here for over 2 hours at this point. So I'm going to hop off. I will be back Tuesday at 2 Eastern time, 1 Central, for those of you 1 Central. And Mia, I think that's 8:30 her time at night. 8:30, 9:30 at night. So it's late there. But I'm gonna get off of here, and then I will be back Tuesday to play with polymer clay and have fun making ornaments. So I'll see y'all then. Y'all have a good weekend, and I will see you all on Tuesday. Thank y'all so much for coming. I do appreciate it. Love y'all. Bye-bye.